Okay, we are going to do place value with base 10 blocks. And so explaining this to my students, I would start out with the 1 unit, which equals a 1. We would go through and define what each block is and equals. So your 1 unit would equal your ones, your 10 unit or your 10 rod would equal your tens place, and then you have a flat that equals your hundreds place. So doing place value, if I were to give my students a number, say 34, I would tell them and I would show them to take 3 of their 10 rods, because each 10 rod equals 10 units, which is 10 ones, and then they would take 4 of the 1 units, which equals your ones, and then they would have 34. So then if we did a number 76, they would take 7 10 rods, because again each 10 rod equals 10 1 units, and then we would take 6 of the 1 units, which equals our ones place, and they would have 76. So now if I were teaching decimals with my base 10 blocks, I would tell them that this is your 100th, and this is equal to your 1/10th, and this is your 1. So if I were to give them a decimal of, let's write it, 1.40, then I would get 4 of the 10s of the 10 rods, because the 4 is in my 10th place, my tens place, and then I would if I were to give them the decimal 0.46, I would have them and show them that I would take 4 of my tens rod and 6 of my hundredths, and then I would decompose these to where they all equal 100th. So I would do this and divide them up so they can see them separately. And then I would have them add these up, which would equal 40. And then they would add the 6, and so they would have 46 hundredths.